can't escape the 3 a.m. haunting. Why is this happening? Why me? Why her? But first, let me tell you my story. Having had an exaggerated long day working and university studies, I arrive home and just take the laptop in my arms. I started typing the new modifications the lecturer suggested. They are whole chapters that need changing. I am tired but need to keep going. The dog does not even recognize me for the zombie of a human I have become. I fall asleep, and my housemate takes the laptop and just moves me from my laptop to my bed. In the middle of the night, even though I have always been a heavy sleeper, I wake up hearing the dog running towards my bed. It jumps on the bed into my arms and is shivering. A few seconds pass, and the next thing we see is parts of the furniture falling. It all seems crazy, like a dream. Bits of shattered glass fall all over the place as I find I am in the living room, and not the bedroom. We are scared, not understanding what is happening. My roommate comes into the room asking what is going on. I cannot seem to speak, but show him that bits of the furniture and shattered glass are on the floor. He turns on the light. I have never seen such a disaster. It looks worse in the light than it did in the dark. I get up to join him in the cleanup. The dog does not want to move. The lights come off, and we stand in silence for a few seconds. Light comes back on, and I find myself in the bedroom on my own, and it all is in perfect order. I look at the time. It is 3 a.m. I put my slippers on and walk to the living room. Both my roommate and the dog are in the room, sitting in the dark, looking at the mess I thought I saw. Was I dreaming it? How have I changed rooms? I turn the lights on and they jump, scared of how the lights turned on. My roommate can swear I was in the room as well. We clear the mess and go back to bed. What do you think happened? The next evening, I found the pieces of the shattered glass and realized that what I thought might have been a dream was all too real. But I brushed it off as the furniture was at least 10 years old at this time, and I thought there might be issues with it needing a good mend. Maybe I should also not work as much, but how can I? I need to finish this, as I promised myself that I would get that nice title on my email signature, and possibly the nice little raise. The school has been tiring since we are on the last leg of it, and at work, they want to promote someone as a team leader. I've been picking up the slack ever since the team leader became a VP, so I should be the one promoted. That night I only had worked as all the modifications to my university work were done the night before, so I should have no issues moving beds or anything, I hope. I go to bed, but wake up at 3 a.m. again. The dog just ran into my bed again. She wasn't shivering as she was last night, but we lay awake for a few minutes as if waiting for something to happen. Nothing does, so I go to the kitchen to light a smoke. I turn on the lights in the kitchen and I just light my cigarette. The lights turn off. I can't see anything, but in the window there are 2 lights in the distance coming towards me. I go closer to see, as I live on the 4th floor, and the building across is too far for the lights to be coming from there. I manage to find the light close to the window. I turn it on and cannot see any lights outside anymore. I think I imagined it, so I just stub my cigarette and go back to bed. It is surely my imagination. The next day, after university and work, I came back with more to change. I think the teacher is playing with me. Each time I must change different chapters. I work on it with my laptop in my arms on the sofa. I fell asleep while typing. I feel pressure on my chest. I can't breathe. I open my eyes but can only see darkness. I try to get up, but something is holding me down. I fight as though to save my life, and just as I feel that I am losing my life and fall into the deep, I wake up in the bathtub. I don't know how I got in there. The last thing I remember is just typing on my laptop. I get out of the tub and get my towel. I go to my room and find the dog on my bed. I look at the clock. It's 3 a.m. I'm shivering and trying to understand what is going on. Am I dreaming or is this happening? I go to see if my roommate is awake. I call his name. He does not answer. He's talking in his sleep, as always. It is a good opportunity to find out what he knows. He cannot tell a lie when talking while sleeping, or at least I know him well enough to know he does not. I asked him, Did you put me in the tub? He says he took me to bed. I ask why, and he says he cares. I ask why he cares. He just says he promised my mom to look out for me. I say he is a sweetheart and head off to bed. Maybe I just imagined it. But then again, why was I shivering and wet? I just brush it off and say that my mind may just think I am awake and just do the normal evening activities. I need to rest. Lucky for me, it is Friday. Since it's past midnight, it surely is. The day goes by uneventfully, as there are always loads to do at my workplace. I just talked to my girlfriend Nellie and told her that we need to go out. I don't want to go home tonight. She asks why, and I just say that I think I am sleepwalking or something. She says that I'm making excuses just to see her. I say I do miss her, but I do need to be under supervision, and she needs to be the one supervising. She says sure, and we set a time. I go home to change and just go to her place. She is not ready, never ready on time. She starts doing the whole dance around the house. We went to the place we liked. We have a drink and talk a bit. No alcohol for me as I'm driving. I don't want things to happen like last time. She gets a call. It's her boyfriend. He is the jealous type. They fought just so that she could go out with me guilt-free. He says he saw us. She says that I am upset and that she just went out with me. He says he's next to my car and starts to say, "It's not my car." Luckily, he says he will just punch my tires. She says she does not believe him. I say, "Don't, please." He says he did. He decided to appear in the end, as we did not want to answer his phone anymore. He appears with an angelic face and grabs her beer just to throw it on her head. He gets thrown out, of course, and disappears for a while. After a few hours, we get back to her home and find that her keys are in the door. We turn it just to see her cat running out of the house. We can't let the house cat be lost. It was a rescue cat that did not know how to be a cat. Once it fell from the second floor, it had to be taken to the emergency vet as it did not fall on its paws. We ran after the cat, and it took us out of the house of flats. It guided us directly to the back, where it was dark enough that we barely managed to keep up. The cat stopped to rest somewhere close to a house of flats, where we knew trouble would be lurking. A well-dressed woman came out, and the cat jumped in her arms. She was dressed way too nice for this late at night, or better said, early hours of the morning, but to each their own. We take the cat and thank her for not hushing it away. The woman says that we should not be walking around unattended at this time of night. I assured her that it was safer to not walk alone, but that we would be returning home after we got our cat. She says that we should better hurry up and get home as it is almost 3 a.m. Nellie tells her that she has been living in the zone for a year now and has never had an issue. The woman responds, "You are immune, as you are more devilish than the devil himself, but your friend is something special. Just ask her, what happens at 3 a.m. when she always has a curfew?" She might not know the answer yet, but may just be discovering it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for me and like this video. Keep it creepy and see you next time.